Hey there, everyone. This is Cass with SCNS Live. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to check out the video version of this, you can check it out on YouTube. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, all at SCNS Live. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. Hey there, everybody! Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the super cool nerd show. I said I was doing it.
You said cat.
I sometimes like to refer to myself as Cat.
That's weird.
I don't like it either, but I said I was doing it.
You're not in charge.
What's more bizarre was just that opening in general. I didn't see that coming at all. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
I was gonna congratulate you if y'all got all the way through, but you didn't. So
Oh no, we don't have Jason's praise. Should we stop?
Yes, that's it. Sorry. Follow us on our socials.
All right, and that's it for the show.
Or don't.
Outro.
Good evening, everybody. No.
No, we're making a comeback. We're going to do the show again. That's the thing to do.
Okay, we're going back to loading now. No, just kidding. Okay, I'll stop.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Cass, as I usually like to be called. Welcome to SCNS Live. I do not do this show by myself. To my right is...
That's me.
That's her.
I'm Kat. I'm also on this show. Sometimes.
And to my left... You wouldn't be able to tell that. Jason's also here.
Oh, thank you. That was a lovely intro. Appreciate it.
This show's going to be hot garbage.
It's going to be great. How's everybody doing?
It can't be any worse than... Okay.
Last week was rough.
No, not last. I messed up. I'll take full responsibility.
Which one was that?
I was talking more about the debacle at DreamHack where you made me write a bull twice.
I did.
I saw the video of that.
Because I think everybody that follows us has seen that. So I did better. I had a couple friends like the second video, like, really? 8 seconds? I was like, hey, look, I lasted more the first time. You know how it goes.
I mean, lasting more the first time is not. Oh my goodness.
That is what? That is. Anyway, never mind. It's for me.
I think he's like in a night, not like ever.
Yes, in a night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it depends.
It's not been once.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's not talk about that. We also played some other fun games. I punched a thing, and we'll see that in
working on that video
our little
right now.
highlight video, which will be coming out soon.
I thought we saw that. Didn't we see that?
Maybe
No.
you snuck into Jason's computer. You did a little.
Nobody better don't be sneaking around my computer.
That's what I do.
That's 100% what you do. So this week, we're going to talk about some lovely new things, some incredibly embarrassing moments, and all this garbage and all this news. Starting with some super cool nerd news.
Ending with it, too.
All right, so our first one, I'm going to personally say is an embarrassing one. We got some new information about the new Horizon Zero Dawn television show. It is tentatively being called Horizon 2074. If you're familiar with that universe, you will notice that's not when Horizon Zero Dawn is set. It's being set during the fall of humanity. We're skipping all that, like, cool dinosaur, interesting stuff that you play in the games, and instead we're going right in the middle of the apocalypse, the slow descent into the world dying. That's what they decided they would cover in the television show. No hope, only death. Also, taking out the biggest interesting thing in Horizon Zero Dawn, the mystery that you're trying to solve, is that Aloy looks like the lead doctor, or the lead scientist. So that cannot be covered by definition in this television show. So, like...
It's like the third Maze Runner movie, but as a TV show.
Oh. This hurts me so bad.
This is a rumor from Jeff Grubb, who runs Giant Bomb, which is a news site. It said, one of the articles I read said, it makes sense that they would cover this so it can be a companion piece to the video game. And I'm like, no. A short film could be a companion piece to the video game. The Overwatch, the Overwatch, 3-4 minute videos
up
could
to
be
like 11.
Up to like 11 minutes could be a companion piece to the video game, and they serve that very well. And there are some flashbacks. This is going to be a bummer.
I think they think they're Arcane, and they're not Arcane. Like, it's just different than Arcane. Because Arcane has been kind of like, screw the League of Legends universe as a whole. We're going to focus on these few characters in these stories. But League of Legends is very different in that it has, like, more than 100 heroes.
Yeah.
And that's just different.
Horizon Zero Dawn has one.
There's one.
It has one hero. This put me from very excited about the television show to very hesitant about the television show. I don't know. What do you think, Jason?
This physically pains me. I have done nothing but profess my love for the Horizon universe and the games they've put out. So why would you do me like this?
And you said they think they're Arcane. This is Netflix. But like you said, Arcane, like, they have a lot of different here. There are a lot of stories to tell. We already kind of know.
I really don't care about.
I don't care. We know the story too.
I want to see Aloy.
Exactly.
Doing things.
Exactly.
And big. Also, big mechanical friggin' kaiju.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted.
You'll have lovely shots of those murdering people.
John Oliver was like, I want to murder robot dinosaurs.
And I want to do it now.
Yeah. I just have a feeling that somehow I'm going to get screwed out of robotic monsters.
You can see them murdering people. You just won't be able to see a triumph over them in any way, because the whole thing is that they didn't.
I'm not with it.
Didn't
triumph. Everyone.
It's like when do you want a Batman TV show? Yeah! Do you want to see him in his younger days? Yeah, well, here he is as a kid.
There are 1,000 other characters that make that show interesting, though.
I don't care about those people.
Do you want to watch Thomas Wayne fail to save his company?
Or Alfred fail.
He doesn't. Alfred succeeds in that show.
I hate that show.
It's such a good show.
I don't care. Alfred.
Like Gotham.
There's an Alfred show.
Oh, no, I don't want to watch Alfred.
Exactly.
To be fair, yes.
That's the level of this Horizon show. That's the level of care. I don't. Man, you could have.
I just think you took everything that you had going for it that makes it like an interesting premise.
Yeah.
You're just like, we're going to get rid of this and just do a mid-apocalypse. Like, there's nothing special about the show anymore.
I love that somebody from the chat. Horizon doesn't feel like a game you could be made into a show or a movie without stepping all over the games.
That is somewhat true. However, they've done it before. Silent Hill, the movie, steps all over the games, and you know what? It's a great movie. There's
like forever between when she's a kid and she's an adult. Like,
you could do her and Rost. That would be really interesting. Her training. Speaking of Gotham. You could do some of that. This is nothing. I don't understand why this is happening. So that's embarrassing. Does anyone have any more video game, TV show, or embarrassing news?
I've got one that's kind of pertinent to today. And just this morning yesterday morning, I had the pleasure of watching both Obi-Wan and the new Marvel series, Miss Marvel, which I thoroughly enjoyed. It's definitely for a younger audience, which is fine.
Cool.
That's absolutely fine. And also they announced that Kamala will be getting her figure in the Marvel Legends based off the TV series. So that's cool too. What's not cool is a group that popped up called Christians Against Miss Marvel. This thing has been on several news broadcasts and people decrying it, but I went to go investigate further. So I applied for membership. And the questions were like, are you going to be boycotting Miss Marvel? Yes. Please elaborate. No. And I got in. When I got in, I knew something was wrong. Because a cursory look at my profile would reveal I'm not the target audience for this group. It's a troll group. Mainly made to bait unsuspecting racists in there, and then to ridicule them thoroughly. Nerds are out here doing God's work, okay? Like, I knew one of the first, like, they spread the wrong info, like, oh, they're replacing Captain Marvel with Miss Marvel. It's the great replacement theory. They're doing it here. And they're baiting people in for this. I will never leave this group.
Also, like, the great replacement, that's pretty far.
Yeah, it's stupid. But regardless, they're basically baiting in people who believe that these are their people.
But yeah.
These are
also that's a great allegory to say they're replacing Captain Marvel, a white superhero, and then like, oh, they're doing this to her.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Apparently, people in the chat want to see Batman's parents die. That's messed up. Haven't we enough? But yeah.
How did Batman's parents die?
Do they die? Spoilers.
I don't think
get 3 holes put in them each, apparently.
I don't think we've ever seen it on screen.
I don't think we've ever seen that. We need a deeper exploration.
Regardless,
we could know what Batman's mom's necklace looks like.
Back to Christians against Miss Marvel. I knew something was up when I saw the group was started by Wade Wilson.
It's pretty good.
So I knew something, and I had friends that were like, "Look at this Facebook. This is ridiculous." I'm like,
"Yes, it is."
At first, I was like, this is clearly a joke. And I was like, oh, it's a real group. Because it looked very photoshopped when I saw it on Twitter. Oh, this is a real group. Join. It is endless hours of entertainment, especially when they just start roasting people in there. And just ridiculous, sharing things from like ultra Christian websites. So yeah, it is basically a troll site. All the media that are out there reporting on this hate group, y'all need to stop because y'all clearly didn't do your homework. I at least did mine before I, immediately went, well, where's the gasoline? Let's burn all this to the ground like Eddie Kingston in AEW. That's a wrestling reference that you probably didn't get. Anyway, it's a funny site, but Iman Vellini is perfect for playing Miss Marvel. After the first episode, God, I love her. She is Kamala Khan.
Everything I've seen, and I haven't seen the first episode yet, but everything that I see of her, she seems perfect.
Worth watching, but I want to piggyback on this because she got to be friends, and I use that term loosely before the story I tell, with a Mr. Tom Holland. Y'all might know him from Spider-Man.
Heard of him.
Well, they were filming apparently at the Georgia studios at the same time, so of course they would talk about their respective shows and movies. And she asked Tom how was it going over there with No Way Home. To which he pulled out his phone to spoil the 3 Spider-Men in the movie.
The biggest.
He showed her the picture of the you.
Yeah.
And she just goes, dude! To quote, and I said this as my great-grandmother would say, some people's cornbread ain't cooked in the middle.
I love him so much.
But it must be hard to be his friend.
I would be so mad, not just for, spoiling it, and not even especially for spoiling it so much as for making me carry around that.
Yeah.
And know it.
For months.
Yeah. Can we not? I have to keep all the secrets I have to keep for my own show.
I don't need your secrets as well.
Also, they were talking about her audition tape for Miss Marvel, which I have to see. Because apparently during the audition tape, she just kept showing nerdy stuff that was in her room. Bless this young lady's heart. I love her. She is in my heart.
I meant, if you're new to
it is not a spoiler alert for No Way Home. They literally put it on billboards after the movie was released.
I was talking about Uncle Ben dying.
Oh, Uncle Ben.
Which is...
So anyway,
I was heartbroken to
not
find
in
that
No
out
Way
just
Home!
No.
So in summation, go watch Miss Marvel. It's really good. It's actually some really there's some decent drama in there as well. Like there was a scene, it was like, ooh. Also there's a bunch of cameos in there. Agent M, who works for Marvel, he we interviewed him once on the show before you guys came around. He works for Marvel, but he was the host for the cosplay contest in the show, to which I instantly tweeted back to him, oh, Wild Agent M appears. And one of my favorite cosplayers, Riddle, was in there as a cosplayer twice.
Oh, that's cool.
Twice. She was in there as Doctor Strange, as a Doctor Strange cosplayer and a Captain America cosplayer.
I mean, that's dope.
That is so awesome.
They've been doing that more because they did that in Hawkeye a little bit.
Well, I think she worked
with the LARPing community.
Yeah. And she works on costumes with Marvel Studios.
Oh,
so
nice.
go follow her at Riddle with a 1 instead of an L. But yeah, it's I'm loving Miss Marvel. 1 episode in, I'm done. Even though they've clearly changed the powers. Nah, I'm getting over it.
It happens sometimes.
Getting over it. I'll roll with it.
Yeah.
The spirit is there. So
Yep.
that's
I mean,
all I
if
got.
they reveal in storytelling, kind of like even imply in storytelling, if you get an idea why it's important they change the powers, like I'm down for it.
Yeah.
Just gotta sometimes.
Well, they're saying it's going to be in relation to when they do the Marvels with her, Photon, and Captain Marvel. So
Gotcha. Which is coming up here. I think they
I
might
believe
be shooting
2023.
Right now. Yeah.
No, they have not started shooting yet. I actually looked that up. Not yet, but soon.
Gotcha. All right. TV.
I don't think I have TV.
Jason?
I do. I mean, it's something that we're going to clearly both talk about. But we got our first shot from Last of Us for HBO. Look at it. Look at it, y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying so hard to keep that show in the back of my mind and not obsess over it, because if I obsess over it, I'm going to try and look up every single little detail I can, and I'm going to go nuts.
And you're going to be mad when it's delayed 7 times.
So this is our first shot of
Last of Us, like,
Ellie and Joel, played by Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal. We also got some more, a couple of characters. One that I was actually surprised about, Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson are going to be in the show.
That does not surprise me.
I'm happy about this.
Yeah, because Neil Druckmann is, I don't remember if he's the creator, if he's just EPing, but like, that makes a lot of sense to me. That they
For
would be
those
in it.
unaware, Ashley Johnson is the voice of Ellie in the game, and Troy Baker is the voice of Joel. So, I mean, they're probably going to have small roles, but please do the
I would love
voices.
to see them as infected. I think that would be super fun. And I think Ashley would have fun with it.
Absolutely
They
not.
could be infected and something else.
They could be survivors. Why they gotta be dead?
They would have so much fun with it. Ashley as infected.
I think
You're a horrible
You
person.
love that.
I think you have to give them. You don't have to give them. You can give them both bit parts. Troy Baker on screen is not always great.
Can we go back to her wanting them to be infected?
They would have so much fun.
You're sick. You are sick.
I just know. I don't
And
know
you want
Ashley,
them to be
but
sick.
I know
I want
Ashley.
them.
Ashley
They could
would
be
love
like
that.
survivors. I want them to actually interact. I want to
You
hear.
want them to be fireflies?
No. Why would I want that?
Because the fireflies are doing good.
Do not do this to my precious angels, okay?
This is exactly what I think your precious angels would enjoy.
Make them bad guys. The chat is even worse. What's wrong with
Yes.
y'all?
They would have fun. That's what I'm saying.
I don't want them to
think they
have
would
fun. I want them to
I don't
entertain
think
me.
Ashley Johnson shows up as a bad guy.
She's got such an adorable face.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm not saying bad guys. I'm saying infected or fireflies.
Regardless, it's our first shot of the show. When are we getting this anyway?
I think not until next year, for sure. I don't know that we have more specific, do we?
I don't have the date. I thought we had a hard date for this. Are they filming right now?
They're shooting.
Oh. Okay, so
They're not doing it on film, Jason.
I could have
Nobody's
sworn we had
filming
a
anything,
release date.
Jason.
Yeah, it just says coming.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Okay.
surprise. I mean, there's a lot to be done, especially for
It
post-apocalypse
surprises
show.
me that they haven't gotten really specific.
Yeah, they just said
let us down.
coming in 2023. So yeah,
Yeah, that doesn't
Dang.
surprise me. All right.
that's okay. Make it good. Don't make it quick.
Exactly. One more television. We got an announcement. Junji Ito, who, if that name sounds vaguely familiar, is the author of all those horrific comics, Japanese comics,
God,
that
those.
horror. Yeah, that guy. Some of his comics are turning into an anime for Netflix. Coming in 2023, it's called Junji Ito Maniac, Japanese Tales of the Macabre. 20 stories. I'm going to
Ooh.
watch them, and I'm going to have nightmares.
Anthology series?
Yeah.
That's my jam.
Yeah. I'm so ready for my nightmares. This is in addition to a specific one of his stories. I don't remember which one is being adapted for Adult Swim of all places. But this one is for Netflix. Tomi and Soichi are two of the confirmed stories. Netflix is going hard in on the horror, and Netflix has the budget where they can do this properly because his stuff is weird to animate.
Well, Cora has brought this stuff up several times on the show, and it's never been comfortable.
No. The opposite of comfortable. Always uncomfortable, terrifying, and that's why I want to watch it because, I'm ready to be scared.
And I love me some horror anthology. Bring it on.
Oh yeah,
I'm all in. So Netflix,
not until 2023, obviously, because it just got announced.
Y'all
today.
are getting me to keep that subscription. I see how this is going.
That's what they're doing, month by month by month.
I already
watched
Love, Death, and Robots.
Never canceling it before Sandman came out.
When we got that
trailer.
Yes,
was sick.
I mean, why are we not talking about that?
Because we can't, every time they put out a new thing, we can't be like, this is Sandman, we're really excited.
But we can talk about the fact that the guy they have playing the lead, who's kind of a newbie, he's got a sick face for him. He can do all the different faces. I don't know.
There's no way we were getting direct from comic to the screen on that look.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with the look we have.
There's one shot of him getting sucked into a portal that is,
there's a few.
Is the comic.
There's a few shots. There's the one with him talking to Matthew. There's one with him, the sand slipping through his fingers. There's the one where he first comes out of the thing.
Yeah.
You can't do a true to comic Sandman because he had so many different artists.
Yeah, but
it looks different.
But this has all been done under the watchful eye of Mr. Gaiman himself.
It looks so sick. I can't wait. I'm going to cry during every episode.
Absolutely.
I'm going to cry before it starts because it's finally here.
Yeah. We have been waiting for this. I think specifically us two. We've been waiting for this for about a decade.
I've been waiting for this
Sandman,
since about 2013.
They have been rumoring this when I was a teenager that we were going to get something.
I recently went to an evening with Neil Gaiman in Dallas, and he said while he was still doing the comic, Warner Brothers, I think, brought him into one of their offices, and they said, we would like to make Sandman into a movie. And he said, please don't.
I know, he has been against it for a long time.
We cannot do that. And so this is...
The world wasn't ready.
Exactly. He was like, you don't have the technology to do it, and now we do, and it's beautiful. And I'm not going to start crying. It's good. We're good.
All right.
Okay. Video game?
I thought we were going to move on to some movie news, because I'm ready to go off.
I got one more video game.
Okay.
I have a ton of video games, so if we're going to do movies...
I do have a video game as well, sort of in the vein, so...
Rock, paper, scissors.
I don't have all my info written. So.
Okay, then I'll go first. Okay. So, wow, I left all my pictures up. Anyway, we're gonna go to a dark place, and that place is called GameStop. So,
it's always been a dark place.
I have made a conscious effort in the past few months not to shop with GameStop. Yeah. Mainly because they have been terrible to their employees, and it's something that's been long running and hasn't stopped. And you are my last, I'm sorry, GameStop, but you're my last stop whenever I'm looking for any collectibles. And you've been kind of disappointing lately. Well, in a mall in Lincoln, Nebraska, one of the busiest in the world, because in Lincoln, Nebraska, they actually still go to malls because it's Nebraska.
They don't have internet, so.
And they're stuck in the 90s or something. Yeah. Apparently all 4 employees at this GameStop in the mall said, we are done, and walked. And left this sign on the door, which I'm just going to go ahead and put up here. We regret to inform you all that we regret to inform you that we all quit. Our district manager has no respect of us as employees or as human beings. We've been told by our district manager that we were supposed to have had this store achieving sales quotes and running perfectly 6 months ago, which was 3 months before a lot of us even got hired. Unfortunately, despite the staff's best efforts, we are not God. For all your gaming needs, go to these other stores in the mall or around Lincoln, Nebraska. Spend your money on an establishment that respects its employees. Sincerely, former GameStop employees. And you know what, fine folks out there? I will. GameStop needs to address this directly.
Yeah.
And actually do something. Not talk about it, be about it, and make some change. I'm done shopping at this store.
Yeah.
Do you realize how bad shit has to be in this economy for 4 people just to say, we're done, and walk?
I actually do know how, because I worked in a cafe once upon a time that, all the employees almost did that. It has to get really bad.
Yeah. And I tried, when I was going, I would go overly, because I knew how GameStop conditions were.
Yeah.
So I would always make it a point. I'm not rude to any store personnel usually, but I try to be like extra nice to the GameStop people.
Yeah.
Just politely, no, I don't want that extra stuff. You need to tell them to stop making you sell that to me.
Yeah.
Just give me this and let me go. But wow, GameStop really needs to do better. I don't believe they released. Someone did. Kotaku actually did a further investigation of this. Called the store. Someone said they would be opening it again soon and direct all communications to Longacre Square Partners, which is not GameStop. You would recognize.
Uh-oh.
It is a representative of the firm that helps them out during relations, shareholder activism, and crisis management. Which this is a crisis.
Yeah.
Also, when everybody downs your NFT, which are stupid, that's another thing. So yeah, what are they going to do? I hate that their stock is up because I made that money. I did. Anyway.
Yeah.
I know. I put some money to uphold GameStop during all that, but I saw an opportunity to make some money. So.
Yeah. I did want to say, Cora, thank you so much. Uzumaki is the Junji Ito that is being done for Adult Swim. Thank you so much. Go back to bed.
She ain't sick or anything. She's just quarantining or whatever. Uh-huh. Did she say she had been sleeping?
No, but I'm saying.
Because she's riddled with COVID, right?
Yeah. She said no.
She must be riddled with COVID. I'm serious.
Yeah.
All right, that's I have for video games. I think Cat's up.
So there's actually a lot of video game news because of whatever it's called. It's going on. Mm-hmm. What is it called? I don't know. Game something. There's a con game thing going on.
GameCon.
GamesCon. Games Rant Games.
For video games.
The Game Awards. No. Anyway.
Bad.
No, the Game Awards has also been going on. Anyway, so they have a trailer for the new Metal Hellsinger, which I think is kind of exciting. If you're not familiar with Metal Hellsinger games, they're basically games where they're like RPGs where you have to shoot in time to metal music. And the closer you get to shooting in time with it, the more layered your damage becomes. And yeah, it's about the rhythm to it. And they've put out a game before, but I haven't actually played that one. I'm going to play this one, though. Anyway, so they had Trivium frontman Matt Heafy, I'm not a Trivium fan, I'm not going to lie, do the announcement. And so they compose original songs for these games, but they have different lead singers from different known bands come in. And first of all, there's like 3 girls on the list, which is dope.
Oh, that's good.
Tatiana Schmal, I don't know how to say it, from Ginger. Alyssa White Gluz from Arch Enemy. And I think Bjorn Strid from Soilwork. I'm not familiar with Soilwork. Also, Mikhail Stan from Dark Tranquility. And Matt Heafy from Trivium. And probably their biggest get is Randy Blythe from Lamb of God is going to sing some of the tracks.
Is Lamb of God popular at all? Or a popular metal band?
Let me tell you something about Lamb of God. When I saw Lamb of God first in 2004,
when you
2005,
were 7,
8, I don't know, way too young to be there. They used to do something in their metal shows called the Wall of Death, where they would line up two lines of people 30 yards from each other, and they would run at top speed into a colliding mosh in the middle of the thing. And after some people got really seriously injured and maybe one died, I don't know for sure, they decided not to do that anymore, which was kind of a bummer because it was fun to do at Smirnoff Center on a hill.
Oh.
Back in the day, when it was still Smirnoff.
They should have called that the wall. Oh, no.
That's about right. And that was before Randy Blood got coached by that metal coach that's a cheerleading coach that's a woman.
That is fair.
Good. And now he actually sounds good live. So anyway, I don't know. I think it'd be a fun game to play. I haven't played it before, but I'm down.
I mean, that sounds awesome. I really want to play it. Do you know what platforms it's on?
No, I don't know anything about it.
Fair enough. All right. Speaking of platforms, Xbox announced something today. Xbox Game Pass is coming to not Xboxes. The 2022 Samsung Smart TVs are going to have the capacity to stream Game Pass just from your TV. They're going to have over 100 games, which seems really sparse, actually. It says over 100 games. Game Pass has more than that. Later this year, Game Pass Ultimate, you're going to be able to play select games that you've bought from the Game Pass library, from the cloud. From not the Game Pass library. You're going to be able to play through the cloud games that you've bought even not from Game Pass if you're an Ultimate. There's also something that's being called Project Moorcroft, where members will be able to play demos, curated demos of upcoming games through this same technology so that devs can see how the games perform. So yeah, if you're looking at Xboxes and saying, maybe I don't want to buy that heaping pile of garbage, you'll be able to play some games that you have, some demos of future games, and stream Game Passes straight from your TV.
I have doubts about how well this is going to run.
Me too, but
this is like we're just going to stream it directly, and the TV is going to have the processing power of a game system.
I will say, I've streamed games through Game Pass on my Xbox.
Okay, but that's through the Xbox.
I have... Let me phrase it this way. I have every confidence that you're going to have the same amount of trouble on the TV as you do streaming through Xbox.
It's not going to be worse than the Xbox.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to have the same experience.
I mean, taking something out.
This is a hysterical laugh of pain of somebody that has gone through this. Anyway,
taking capacity out of Microsoft's hands and putting it in Samsung's isn't really upsetting to me.
I'm just saying, I played the second. What is it called? Will o' the Wisps. With the little hoppy boy, Will o' the Wisps. I played it the day it came out, and it did not work. It didn't work. I played a platformer and it paused randomly. That's not okay.
Yeah, I tried streaming Ninja Gaiden on the PlayStation streaming, and it would just stop.
God of War 2?
It would just stop.
Way back in the day, God of War 2 or 3, I don't know, it was like when PlayStation Now or something just came out, and it would stop, but it also made a really annoying, buzzing noise.
Yeah. It was 2 because you started out on both.
For me, it was like, just screw this, I'm just going to download it.
2 years ago. This one, I did one.
Oh, yeah. But even that
didn't work. I would like to say, we'll see. I have absolutely no desire to even try this crap.
I have at least as much confidence in Samsung as I do in Microsoft. That's why I'm saying, if you maybe don't want to buy the next Xbox, maybe this is an option.
I'd rather get the new Xbox. Anyway.
Well, you don't actually play your Xbox that often. You play most of your stuff on PlayStation.
This is true.
Which is a better system.
This is also true.
Moving on. Any more video game, or should we move on to movies?
I have one for science.
Ooh.
Because I
I have
love...
another video game one.
Oh, then definitely do the video game one now.
So last week we talked about Diablo, right? And how it was
Immoral?
surprisingly fun. Yeah, and it was getting good reviews. And I actually did download it and I played it and I had a decent amount of fun on it. Then I found out, as of like today, Game Rant put out an article earlier today that said it has the worst user rating on Metacritic for a Blizzard game at the time ever, with a less than 1. It was at a 0.5 when the article was put out. It's at a 0.4 right before the show. People are not happy about them kind of lying about a pay-to-play system where they're like, it's not pay-to-play, you can grind for all this stuff. And it's like, unless you want the legendary gems that you're gonna need to buy. Blizzard. But legendary gems, you don't need those for armor slots. And people are like, right, but you need them. And they're like, yeah.
Come on, Blizzard. Get it together.
It was at one point earlier today tied with World of Warcraft, The Burning Crusade, which was released in 2021, famously at a 0.5, but it's fallen quite a bit below that.
I wonder how it's doing with Fallout 76.
Like,
speaking of horrendous game launches.
No.
Get it together.
Oh, man.
Get it together.
Get it together. Put it in a backpack.
I bought Fallout 76 on, mind you, my wife is the bigger Fallout fan.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all remember, but I had to go looking for a hard copy of that game, only to open up and find a piece of cardboard to go download the game.
Well, at least Blizzard has good company.
Do you know how embarrassed I was when my wife's like, oh my God, you got me Fallout 76, that is great. What the hell is this? Like, I was like, I'm about to go back to, ironically, GameStop and burn it to the ground. And I like call and they're like, oh yeah, that's what you get. Oh, I was so damn mad.
It's
and then,
not that hard to...
But then,
it was great.
But an hour of Becky playing that game and she was like, I'm done with this shit.
I really wanted to like Fallout 6 from launch because they did something fairly like interesting for a gaming company, which said we haven't done things this way before. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to learn. I was like, I'm with you. Like, that's cool. They didn't say it's a garbage can already on fire. We're sorry about that before they pushed the game into the public.
Spike's really Productions in the chat. Fallout 4 was great. Yes,
Fallout
it was.
4 was great.
I was Wasteland Jesus.
So, like, they already knew how to do it, Fallout 4.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're going to skip the next 72, come out with 76.
And I remember when they, like, went back and fixed everything, and I started playing it on PlayStation, just because, okay, this is okay. They've made some changes. I get to do some missions in here, and then I reach level 50, and they're like, you have reached level cap. Like, done. Done. I saw level cap.
Get him, Jason.
Can I just say that releasing cardboard in the physical cases is the most Vault Tech thing I've ever heard of a video game company doing, and the irony of that makes me laugh.
Pretty sure when the vaults got open, it was just cardboard cutouts of people.
They're like, here's the thing you wanted, like Twilight Zone, but they broke his glasses.
Why are you putting a level cap? I need to be level 1000 by the time I stop playing Fallout. I was so high level in Fallout 4, like nothing could kill me, and everything died with one shot.
As it was intended.
What were the things, the Reaper things in Fallout 4? What were they? The really, like, the alien-looking things.
Deathclaw.
I, for Cameron, photoshopped a Deathclaw as, like, a familiar. Like,
as your companion.
And we convinced a bunch of his friends that if you worked at it long enough, you could get a Deathclaw to hang out with you and be your friend. So
he died so many times!
So all his friends Including Patrick, I think, went and like tried to make friends with the Death Claws for like a hot minute. So that's the kind of chaos that I like to wreak with
That is
Photoshop.
so messed up.
It was Cameron's
so
idea,
funny.
and I was super proud of the job because it was convincing enough.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I think one time in the game, a death claw like popped up out of nowhere, and Becky was like, "There's a death claw," but I was so high level, I punched the thing one time, and she just like she just went like she did the surprise Pikachu face before it became a meme, and got up and walked out of the room. She was, I think our character's like level 70, but I was like 300 and something.
He was just like, not today.
I was like, oh, like a melee hit and killed this death claw. She just left the room.
Amazing. Do you have anything else about Diablo Immortal?
No, I'm sorry.
Other than that it's nonsense?
No, get it
I wanted that to be good too. I am a Diablo fan, and I just didn't have enough room on my phone to download it.
Like,
Apparently it doesn't
I
matter.
cleared
It's
off
4
all
gig.
the photos online to download the iOS update finally, and also this, and so like I played it. It was fun. I made a mistake of starting out as a barbarian, which means nothing could really kill me.
I mean, it was like 4 gigabytes, so I'd have been mad had I cleared out that much space and it turned out to be a bad game. I would lose it.
It's not a bad game.
It's not just-
very
They make
fun
Deathclaw
game.
pillows?
They do.
Yes.
It's a very fun game. That's the problem. If it was just a bad game, it wouldn't have
But
a
it's a
rating
fun
this
game
low.
that they-
It's a
yeah.
fun game that they make you pay to play to like really excel at. So
Alright. Moving on.
Science. So, the space program, not ours, the Japanese, have
the good ones.
sent basically like a kind of a drone to an asteroid that was, hang on, let me get the name of it again. It is the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, which is a cool name.
That's a cool name.
Were able to collect samples from an asteroid called Ryugu. It was 200 miles from Earth. They collected these in 2019. Imagine waiting for something to arrive. Just letting y'all know. But they collected about 4-gram samples from the asteroid's surface and subsurface. And what they found was pretty damned amazing. Apparently, the asteroid was a carbon-rich fragment of a larger asteroid. But the main thing in it was they found sizable numbers. It's getting more and more sizable numbers of amino acids. In case you're not aware of what this is basically the building blocks of life. I find this amazing. They revealed all this at the Lunar and Planetary Science Conference, which, yes, I watched. I'm
What
a
a
nerd.
nerd.
And it was actually held in Texas, and I really wanted to go to it. But this is in March. But the lead geoscientist, Hisayoshi Yuramoto, revealed all this and described the distant asteroid as the most primitive material in our solar system that we have ever studied. Now, I understand this is all very, very nerdy, but understand this is also very fucking amazing. I'm sorry. These are the building blocks for the proteins that make up everything, including us. It pretty much gives a lot of evidence that we may have come from the stars. Also, just imagine, let me say it, we may have come from the stars. Sorry, I am so happy. Knowledge is power. Ladies and gentlemen, this is great. In summation though, our final objective is to understand how organic compounds formed in an extraterrestrial environment, how organic are formed in an extraterrestrial environment. So we can analyze many organic compounds, including amino acids, sulfur compounds, and nitrogen compounds to build a story of the types of organic synthesis that happens in asteroids. So, yeah.
That's so cool.
This is amazing to me. I effing love science.
Yeah.
And for something like this to be discovered, like I'm trying to imagine you collected this in 2019 and here we are 3 years later waiting for my order to arrive from Amazon.
Yeah.
But
Not
yeah.
just 3 years. 3 of the worst years in history.
hope I get my package today because everything else is garbage.
I love the people, the Neil in the chat. Nerd! Yes, I am about this stuff. I was watching this live stream when it happened. I meant to cover this back in March, and I kind of forgot about it. But they hadn't revealed all of their findings just then. They made the announcement. So I really wanted this. But over 20 amino acids are what they've recovered so far. This is amazing!
I mean, even it also suggests that even we might have come from the stars. We might not be alone. Yeah. That's pretty heavily implied too.
Because I'm pretty sure asteroid bits go, I don't know, everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
So what else is out there?
Yeah.
That's
incredible, and it is. I don't know. It's cool.
I wish y'all could have seen me watching the live stream when they announced they're going to make the announcement. I'm sitting here at the computer just like this. Like, there's only a couple things in this world I get that excited for, and most of them are toys. But this... So,
Mr. White. Yes, science.
I'm hoping over the summer there will be another conference in Japan where they're going to reveal more on this, what they found. So, but take your time, study it, boys. I'll be around.
I'll be here.
I want to know where we came from, and all. It's just an amazing discovery. I'm so excited.
I'm glad to know that
Space Force.
Yeah.
I regularly ridicule
Steve Carell going nuts.
I keep making fun of Space Force on Twitter. I need to get back to that. They've responded to me a few times, too, which I'm like, wow, it is like when I was in the military. So.
Yep.
Speaking of, and this is just because I forgot it, waiting since 2019, God of War Ragnarok's been delayed again. Just by
come on.
Do.
Look, they hadn't announced, but we
knew.
We called it.
You could have just...
I would have accepted it, you know? Because it was one of those, like the meme whenever... the guy doing that, like, are you still coming out in 2022?
Oh, I went the other way. I went Jason Bateman looking in, and it says God of War Ragnarok coming out, and he looks at it, and he's like, I don't know what I expected.
I'm just annoyed because it was supposed to come out this year, and it was supposed to come out last year. Like, this is a significant delay. At the very least, it will be more than a year delay.
Yeah.
But probably.
I was hopeful because we were starting to see some video and stuff, and I was like, maybe we're going to make it.
No, it wasn't going to happen.
And then they said holidays of 2022, which...
You're like, nope.
And we
That's
don't
like
know
moving
this.
a TV show to Friday night. You're like,
by the way, they haven't officially said that this is the case. It's just we're pretty sure.
And I'm not even mad at y'all. Just tell me the truth. You're like one of my children now.
Just don't lie to me. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
Do we have any other disappointing?
Oh, we're moving on to some real disappointment here soon.
We got to some absolute.
Do you want to start with that, or do we want to do?
No, I think mine's the last one.
Okay, we'll go with it's time. No, I'm moving on to movie. When I don't have anything else.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we saw our first trailer this week for Black Adam.
We did.
Also, you can find that written on supercoolnerdshow.com.
We got some big boys.
I'm liking what I'm seeing. I know a lot of people are not with The Rock's acting, but I think it's fitting of this character.
Yeah,
Black Adam is kind of very, very no nonsense.
I don't care because it's The Rock.
Everyone loves Dwayne. Everyone likes Dwayne.
He delivers on what he's trying to do
for
me. Always. So even though, it does look a little weird, I'm just I've pretty much, when I've been on board for his characters he's gotten, wherever there was.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to believe I just don't all the way get it yet.
Yeah.
But regardless, it looks... apparently there's not a lot of CGI in this movie, which I'm wondering why he made that statement.
It's like a 50-foot tall man.
I know, exactly. Which, let's talk about that. Okay, we're getting that. We saw some designs for the other characters.
We did.
Hawkman.
Hawkman looks doper than I've ever seen Hawkman
He's still dumb as hell because he has all the powers of a hawk and a man.
He is dumb as hell, but...
Which, powers?
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate looks fantastic. Also, just kind of weird because he's also in Doom Patrol. Oh wait, that's not Pierce Brosnan in Doom Patrol. Sorry. That's the other guy. So. The other doubles. Anyway, never mind. Going back, Pierce Brosnan looks fine as Dr. Fate.
Craig in Doom Patrol?
No, I'm thinking, no, somebody else.
Sean Connery.
That's what I was thinking.
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy
Dalton. God, it's one of those guys.
Is it really Timothy Dalton?
Timothy Dalton is the chief in Doom Patrol. Regardless, we saw Cyclone as well. Looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Sarah Sahi is actually playing a character that's she's Isis in the comics, so I'm wondering if they're going to actually use her. But the other one was Atom Smasher, and we got a closer look at some of the costumes for this film, and there's Atom Smasher right there. Why is that the blue? Why is that a Deadpool mask painted blue?
Because they wanted to make his name and his costume match, and how dumb they are.
Look at this. What? Hold on.
It's rough. It's rough.
It's rougher than rough.
I will say, I don't like Atom Smasher, so you're going to be hard pressed to make me care about him anyways. So I don't care that he looks like a.
This looks like Deadpool, though.
It looks like Deadpool.
I mean, the eyes and everything. People, oh my God! Why did they do this?
I think he's going to be the heel. I really do.
He's going to make one joke, and they're going to be like, "Oh, he's so much like Deadpool." Shut up! No, he's not.
He looks like Deadpool with the Genius Bar logo on.
What did they do to Deadpool? Exactly, Chad. Thank you.
I'm also in love with his extremely fake abs. Love it.
I mean, come on, that's just standard.
There's not enough of them, really. Like, you need to have that third line, the line right above the belt, needs to be a little bit clearer, and also they need to not be so far apart.
That's not
what that looks like.
I almost hate when things like this become the focus of something besides the actual
film cool stuff that's going on,
which looks cool and everything. Looks like they're being faithful to the kind of the newly rebooted story of Black Adam. Cool.
I don't know Black Adam as much, but I know kind of some things about him.
Well, he got his powers from the Wizard Shazam as well.
Right.
Only from different gods. That's how he and Captain Marvel are able to exist in the same universe and not share the power. We actually saw kind of a mock-up of him in Shazam. Yes. So we knew this was coming eventually.
Yeah, that I knew. I don't know. I couldn't tell you big into his backstory. I knew the whole thing, like with his kid.
And he kind of exiles himself for a while and then gets rewoken up. And basically it's kind of like not a hero at all.
I'm interested to see DC kind of take this on. DC movies have been extremely hit or miss. So I think if they have fun with this, like they did Shazam, I think you could have a really good movie.
Yeah, I'm willing to give this one a shot. Look,
probably another horror guy.
Let's give DC another win. I thought the Batman was
nope.
I thought the Batman was okay.
Plus, the Batman wasn't the same team.
I still got a bone to pick with y'all about his treatment of Catwoman and everything.
Bone to pick with us?
Yes.
We thought it was stupid too.
No, I thought it was fine.
Oh no,
because Catwoman is a criminal.
Yeah,
I don't care about that. That's not.
I hate that I hate that Batman gives Catwoman a pass because he's stooping her. Okay.
The director of Black Adam directed Orphan and House of Wax, so we're still chilling with the horror directors,
which is just not a bad idea.
Okay,
it's a good idea.
I'm giving it a shot. I'd like for DC to get another win. I don't want bad comic book movies. I absolutely do not want.
I think they're doing great with the horror directors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shazam was David F. Sandberg.
Speaking of which, I should have done something for the new trailer for Nope came out today. Yeah. Which still
I purposefully did not watch it.
Nope.
I did not watch it.
I'm continuing with the title of this film.
Yeah.
Nope.
I want to go in blind.
It's my favorite title for a movie ever, by the way.
I love Jordan Peele so much.
All right, so moving on. That was all I had.
Was that your last one?
I believe, the last one is more of that group talk we're going to have.
More. Or Moving on to more stories.
So let's talk. Is this the last story?
That's the last
Okay,
story.
let's talk about the movie Morbius. And appropriately, we've put this last. Like the movie scored. So basically,
We're about to go off, y'all.
If you're not familiar with Morbius, it's about a vampire bat thing in the Spider-Man universe, and was played by infamous, doesn't take it too far, character actor and method actor Jared Leto.
Really a chill guy.
Really just chill, treats everybody with respect,
Nice
and
guy.
honors them. Yeah. Anyway, came out April Fool's Day, right? Jason saw
Appropriately.
it like an idiot.
You did?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
was chatting us in the group chat. It was after Thursday night show.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Anyway,
I watched the
It
whole thing at
flopped.
the...
it made $74 million in North America,
Which is
originally,
pathetic.
right? Which is like. Is not great. It has a 17% critic review on Metacritic or on Rotten Tomatoes. It's what?
We looked it up. Suicide Squad has a higher...
Yes, Suicide Squad. The only one we could find that was like better was or that was worse was Geely, and that was famously the worst one ever. So anyway, yeah, $74 million. So then something magical happened. Speaking of nerds, like doing their thing, nerds were like, "This movie is incredible." And do you have that tweet up? Are you putting the tweet up?
I just put it up. Go for it.
Okay, so like nerds went to the movie and unanimously were like, "We love this movie. This movie is so great. It's the best thing ever." They The best part of Morbius was when he said it's Morbin time and morbed all over those guys. I was reading tweets out loud. It was like this guy said he came out from the theater after seeing Morbius and 10 women swarmed him begging to marry him. And like just...
There's the, I had 2 tickets to Morbius in my car. Somebody broke in and left 4 more.
But yeah, like, nerds were like, "Oh, this movie is so good," and they released all these memes. You guys, last weekend, they put Morbius back in 1,000 theaters. Because they don't understand the difference between being bullied by their fans and people who love something. Jared Leto tweeted out a script of him doing an It's Morbin Time movie. And somebody else tweeted out something about
I was so damn mad
of Morbius.
I was so damn mad when I saw that one
successes.
from Jared Leto. Oh my god.
So, yeah. So then that happened. This time, to add to the original $74 million, it added $85,000 in sales.
It made...
$289 per theater. It was a flop. They didn't make their money back. It was awful. This was this last weekend, okay? Here's the most magic. Well, the other magical thing is that on Rotten Tomatoes, it has the inverse of the 17% critic score, a 71% audience score of nerds being like, "No, we loved it. We don't know what you're talking about." They're gaslighting Sony, which is incredible.
How does a studio that successfully pulled off No Way Home
I don't know. They're
get tricked? Tricked, I say.
They're really just mad about it. You guys, there's a change.org petition.
God.
Before the show, it was at 9059. And that's how many signatures
9,000.
it had. Yeah,
9,059.
9,059. And it was called Bring Back Morbius a Third Time. Sorry, we were all busy that weekend. Like... We're going to look up just right now where it is. Now, we were all busy that weekend. Please bring Morbius to the theater a third time. It was at 9,059 before the show. It's at 9,250, basically. It's going to make 10K tonight.
I almost put this on... Okay, look, the people for the Snyderverse on Twitter actually made me use banned words for once on Twitter. Like, I banned all instances of hearing anything Zack Snyder, Snyderverse. Y'all got... I almost got to that level with Morbius until I saw it was coming back to the theaters, and then it was like, oh no, this has got to stay now. There's no way.
The Snyder Cut people, those were like sincere. People trying to get it. This is not that.
This is the petition. I'm going to read it to you because it's short.
Oh, please.
Dear Sony, this weekend excited fans across the world had the chance to once again see Morbius in the theaters. While this was an awesome opportunity, there was one problem. We were all busy this weekend. Some of us were washing our hair, some of us had to study, and some of us had just already made other plans. Please don't interpret this as disinterest on our part. If you were to once again release Morbius in theaters, just let us know and we will be there for sure, unless something comes up. Signed, fans of the movies.
I need to know who got fired. That's what I want to know. Because several people...
It's not one person. It's
several people.
Several.
There is a team of people right now that have updated their LinkedIn profiles.
Their marketing
Dude,
department.
if you're bored, go to change.org, read this petition, and start reading the comments. I was watering my dog, bro. Please bring it back.
I saw one I was washing my eyeballs.
Uh-huh.
My unicycle was getting fixed at the dealership.
Oh my god.
Oh
Y'all
my
tricked
goodness.
an entire movie studio into bringing this dog turd of a movie. Actually, a movie that was going okay, and then it just fell off a very sharp, steep cliff.
I'm so happy that this happened. I am a little bit sad for Matt Smith, because that boy just started Morbius. Do you know what his next project is?
Oh, Lord, what?
It's the Game of Thrones prequel. That poor child.
I hope that this makes them... You know what? I hope all of this makes them rethink Kraven the Hunter.
I've already seen Morbius 756 times.
Because...
Oh, this is my new favorite. I had to miss it because my wife was giving birth to our son Morbius.
Did I... Not
Incredible.
you. Did you see... I saw
Sony,
a version of
make-
it that was a GIF. It was sped up 100
Yes, I've
times.
seen
I watched
that.
the whole thing in a minute and a half.
Please rethink Kraven the Hunter, because it's going to do worse than effing
ridiculous.
Morbius. He ain't getting an official
That's
action figure
ridiculous.
watch.
That's ridiculous.
I've been so fascinated with this story since earlier today when I read about it on Reddit. I don't know. I don't like usually just kicking things while
neither.
they're down.
It is definitely
but
punching...
it's so
This
good.
is so funny. And, like, Jared Leto deserves this.
Anybody who's gonna go totally method deserves this, and also like Sony deserves this for not putting better people on it. You didn't ask, is this a joke, when it's Morbin time? It became like
I just think they're going to bring
You
such...
knew that wasn't in the movie, Sony.
I just
you
know
knew.
that they are bringing such captivating characters to the screen as El Muerte. If you thought Morbius was a bomb, let's make this had a cup of coffee in the Marvel Universe character El Muerte.
Yeah.
He's got a magical luchador mask. You idiots!
It's gonna be good.
I just can't
And
believe they got
Craven!
into bringing it back again.
Belly-
Please bring it back again. The tweet that last I looked up that made it come back the second time only had like 12,000 retweets. So a change.org petition with 10,000 by the end of tonight and escalating quickly.
Very quickly.
I'm convinced that the person that was able to talk the studio into bringing this back into theaters could sell a refrigerator to an Eskimo.
They
Like,
probably
seriously.
worked for DC.
This man is a convincing argument.
Yeah.
He needs to be a lawyer. Like, maybe you should have made Daredevil.
Sell sand to a camel, I think is the phrase.
No.
Probably
No.
not.
Anyway.
To it. Nope.
Somehow he convinced the
Not saying that
boardroom
word.
that this was a good idea
It's amazing.
after this dismal box
Give
office.
popsicles to a woman in white gloves.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Or any popsicle, though, because...
No, ketchup.
Okay.
So I would say this character
Okay.
is officially dead. We will never see
We will
Morbius
never
again.
see another
In
one.
any way.
Or we're getting a Morbius universe.
It's a vampire. It's not dead. It's undead.
We have to drive a stake through this
And
movie's
with that,
heart.
the show needs to
Okay,
end.
we're
'cause
done. We're out. We're done making fun of this ridiculous farce
For tonight.
of capitalism. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been SCNS Live. You can follow us on pretty much any social, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. at SCNS Live. You can also follow, well, us individually. Go ahead.
At BetterCat on Instagram and Twitter.
At The Good Cast at Instagram and Twitter.
At Jason the X on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh, and our website.
www.supercoolnerdshow.com.
Sexy.
Thank
and
you.
As always, we say,
Keep on nerding.
Garbage can't fight.
Morbius sucked. That's the wrong one. I was laughing at